Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this Friday night. Tonight I will be doing readings. I will be doing it a little different. Usually I do the first 9 people, but tonight we're gonna play games and see who can win a free reading. I think that will bring some excitement in. So I'm going to just post this on my Facebook now to let people know that I am currently live since I started a little late. So just give me a minute. Let me go ahead and post my live feed. I'm just posting on Facebook that I'm live. So if you're watching a recording of this, that'll be the reason for the pause, to just let people know that I'm live on Facebook. And let's see how many viewers we get tonight. Hopefully we get quite a few since I'm doing it earlier, as I received some requests to do it earlier. Let's see. Who we can get. Hello, Z. You're always here. I love it. So I'm going to be switching up things tonight. I'm going to be doing like little games, guessing games for free readings. How is everything? Did you get my message? I sent you a message earlier today about coming up. So I don't know if you got it or not. So I'll be on here till 9. I did get a new deck from one of my good friends. Well, a childhood friend, let me see. Trying to look for her deck now. It's the White Witch Oracle. It's available on Etsy. I have to put the link to her where you can buy it on Etsy. So I'll tag it in the video at the end of the stream. Since this is a live stream, I'll tag it on the video. But I love her cards. They're direct and to the point. She doesn't have a book with it, but they're so direct to the point that you really don't need a book. So I'll be using these tonight as well, depending on the person's question. But they're so beautiful. As you can see, the artwork is very beautiful, and they're nice and laminated, so they won't get destroyed quickly. I know sometimes when you use cards a lot, and they're not laminated, they can get destroyed quickly. So this is the back of the card, and this is the front of the card. So I love these cards. It is so beautiful. The chakra card. So it's so beautiful. So I love this deck. Good job, Crystal. I'm definitely going to put the link to her at Etsy. I think that's how you say the website name. Not sure. But I'm going to put that below. Yeah, these are very nice cards. I love them. Yes, we definitely have to talk. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So I'm gonna give people a few minutes to join. I just listed it on my Facebook that I was going live. So let me also put it on my Instagram. Wait, why is it not showing it? Oh no. Wait. Okay. Never mind, it's showing it. Okay. Oh, really? Thank you. Thank you. I look fat. I need to lose some weight. I'm like, I don't like my real hair. But yeah. Yeah, I had to wear I've been wearing it for like a week now. So I curled it up this morning because we had an interview at the job. So good old Friday. It was such a busy day. How was your Friday? How was your day today? Are you looking forward to the weekend? Do you have any weekend plans? Let me get out the decks that I'm going to use tonight. And let me burn my incense and my sage because I have not done that yet. So we have a full moon coming up on December 7th. So I definitely will either do a live either on the full moon or a day before the full moon. So that way I can do readings on the full moon. I may do more generalized readings on the full moon. I'm still trying to decide exactly what I want to do. So let me put on Instagram that I am live. Just do this right quick. So I'll be on for an hour from 8 to 9 because it is a Friday night. So I have to go party. Yeah, right, party. There is no party in New Hampshire, unfortunately, but I'm watching this new TV show on Netflix, so I will be tuning back into my TV series. Let me see here. Wow, I wonder why I did that. Okay. It's giving me a Google account. Yeah, so that's not going to work. Zakia, when you well, you had already subscribed, but have you ever went to YouTube and put in holistically transform and it came up? Actually, I can do that now to see because when I put the link on Facebook, it's telling people to sign up. So let me just okay, so let me just see if I can search for it now for my regular um okay, yes. So yes. Okay, so it does show that you can look at it. Okay, perfect. So let me just put this on my Instagram and in my group. I should have put on YouTube. Edit. All right. So just putting it live now. Uh, okay. I wish Instagram would just make it like a regular thing where you can just post things. It makes it so hard. Like you have to download and all this other crazy mess they have on YouTube. I mean, on Instagram. And it's owned by the same person with YouTube. So I don't see why it's so difficult to make it all the same. Conference early and will be caring for my son. Oh no, he has the flu. Oh my god. Daycare is daycare. I'm telling you, daycare is like the worst. We see kids all day sick, especially with this RSV now that's going on. It's like insane. All of these kids are just like getting sick. And then adults are getting it as well. So it's like school's back in, but now everyone is getting sick. So I just keep my immune system up, give him some cod liver. My best friend Tamise told me about this, and her kids has not gotten sick at all. So it's cod liver oil, which they have the capsules, um, elderberry, and it's one more vitamin she gives them. I can't remember the name of it, so I have to ask her. But it's three vitamins that she gives them, and she said like her kids have not gotten sick at all during a whole like COVID pandemic, and they were traveling, they were in school, just like everything. So I have to get the third medication, but she said like her kids didn't get sick at all. So definitely stock up on vitamins for him, um, because I swear daycare is like a germy place where all the germs at. So like I was saying before, I will only be on for an hour, from 8 to 9, just because I have classes in the morning. So I need to get my beauty rest. It's been a long week. Well, yeah, kind of long, but I was excited because it snowed in New Hampshire and I got to go out and play in the snow. Well, not really play, but twirl around in the snow. So that was pretty fun to watch the snow falling while I was at work. So let me know where you're checking in from and how's the weather where you are. I think what I may do is I may just start recording myself doing videos. Since it's very hard to get people on the live, I may just start recording videos first. And once I can get more subscribers, then I'll go back to doing lives. No, I'm not live on Facebook. Before, when I was live on Facebook, and I did a site called Restream where you can be live on Facebook, YouTube, and I think some other things. And everything is directed to the one site, but I didn't like that because I couldn't tell how many people like went and watched the video. So I rather be live on YouTube because then that gives me more of my stats. So yeah. So I mean, once I get to know Restream, I think it's called Restream better, then I'll use it more. But right now I'm just trying to gain a crowd, you know. Um so that's why I said I'll probably start just doing general videos about readings. I'm just trying to get an idea of what I want to do. So I do like weekly videos. I don't want to really do it for astrology, like based off of signs, just because you have so many people that's out there doing it. So I think I may pull cards from a numerology standpoint. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Yeah, I know. It's all about being consistent. I know. So like in the beginning, it's like so slow. And that's with everything, you know. And I'm glad you brought that up because it's like with everything when you start out something, it's always slow, right? And then you have to be like your own cheerleader. You have to be like your own motivation, own like your own motivator, right? And you're just like, okay, no one's paying attention, no one really cares, or but you have to still push yourself. If it's a new job you're starting, you still have to get up every morning, you still have to push yourself to go to work. And Zakia, I'm sure you know about this, being in a real estate agent. It's just slow at first, because you're getting the ropes, you're learning how to do things, how to process things. So being a social media influencer, I guess you can say, I'm not really selling like any products or anything, but just trying to make people more aware is slow in the beginning. But like you said, Takia, consistency is the key. Being consistent, being real, just letting people know like you're normal, people who have 100,000 followers, 1 million followers, 2 3 million followers, they all started somewhere. Even artists, they all started somewhere. It's rare that someone just came out and had instant success. I mean, nowadays it's a little I still wouldn't say it's easier, because it is still rare for you to come out and have like that instant success. So if you're going through that journey, just follow me right now. I only have one watcher. I did 2 lives last week. I didn't have that many watchers. One day I had 2 3, the next day I had about 5. So just keep pushing, keep going. It's about consistency, and one day you'll start seeing the work pay off. The good part about it is, though, you will have to work a little less. You won't have to work as hard as you did in the beginning, because you already put the work in. So that will be, the great part to get to that part. A lot of times we like to fast forward to that part and we can't. It's almost like losing weight. Yeah, trying to lose weight. I'll put it like that. Like trying to lose weight. I actually downloaded an app I think it's called Fabulous. Let me just see. I think it's called Fabulous. Yeah, Fabulous. I downloaded an app called Fabulous, and it tells you about starting off slow, like when you're trying to lose weight. Because, well, it don't seem like it takes time to put on pounds. It seems like pounds come on just like this, especially the older you get. So it started off with just drinking water. Like first thing you wake up in the morning, you just drink water. For like the first 2 days. Then the fourth day it starts to start you with eating a healthy breakfast. So it's building, so that you can now build habits, right? So habits come from what? Being consistent. I think it was Oprah said that, if you want to build a habit of something, do it for 30 days. So it's all about, repetition and being consistent. um and just showing up. That's basically it. So of course it's hard in the beginning, but it'll smooth out over time. I'm going to go ahead and burn this sage. I'm going to start just pulling cards. I don't know, it's 8:24. So Zakia, let me know if you have a question. I know you usually have a question, so I'll just burn my sage. right. So I'm going to let that burn just for a little bit. All right. I'm going to say a quick prayer. And I always like to pray before I do the readings. Again, I want to invite good spirits in. I want to invite God and, the Holy Spirit in. So I'm just going to say a quick prayer. So, I meant to say, when you're doing these readings, you always want to make sure at the end of the readings that you say thank you and that you close the energy fields down, because sometimes I'm guilty of it. I forget. I do forget. But you want to make sure that you close the energy fields down, because you're still allowing yourself to be open to receive things. So just make sure to be careful about that. All right, I'm just checking on social media platforms just to see if anyone had any questions. Also, make sure you get your candles for Bath and Body Works. They're $9.95. I think I want to say it started today. Today and tomorrow is on in stores and online. It's $9.95 for a candle. I just seen the ad, so I thought I'd put it out there. So I'm just checking my social media. Zakia, don't forget to let me know if you have a question. Let's see here. Just want to thank you for always participating. Okay, so let me just check the gram. Oh, all right. Check one more and then I will be free. All right. So, let me turn off my phone on mute. Oh, how will your real estate look in 2023? So that's a career question. All right. So I'll use my future cards. Yes, candle cell. All right. So let me. So I'm using a Lenormand card just because I like them. They're quick and simple, help predict the future. So I want to ask God, the Holy Spirit, Zakia, guardian angels, her ascended masters. What does her real estate look like in 2023? How will it pan out for her real estate career? And if you have any advice to offer her, please, I ask that you show us what that advice will be. So, I'm going to pull 5 cards just because I'm asking for advice as well. So I'm asking that you give us the outlook as well as what would be the advice that she would need to make her real estate career successful in 2023. I pray that you would give us a clear, concise answer for Zakia. And I thank you. All right. So let's see. What does Kia real estate career look like in 2023? 2023. 3. What does Kia real estate career looks like in 2023? All right, Zakia, give me a number. To pull your last card, give me a number 1 through 38. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay. Whew. These are not good cards. Sorry. Let me say that in advance. But it looked like there are going to be some obstacles. Some obstacles to overcome. It seemed like you're going to be at a crossroads, but then there will be a new start. So, not sure how that's going to pan out, but it looked like there will be some type of obstacles in your way for your real estate career. Then there will be a choice you will have to make, which would turn out to be a new start for you. So let's see how it pans out. I want to get more information on what the obstacles would be. So let me ask what the obstacles will be. Just to give you yeah, so let me ask what the obstacles will be for the real estate career. All right, what obstacles was Kia face with her real estate career? Zakia, how are you feeling about the real estate career? Because the cards usually read a person's vibe. So how do you feel about your real estate career? Do you feel confident about it? Do you feel like it will be a success? So I asked for a clear, concise answer as to what will be Zakia's obstacles with the real estate career. Thank you. All right. Zakia obstacles with the real estate career. Okay. What will be the obstacles? Yeah. White sage is strong. Oh, there we go. All right, so let's see what the obstacles would be. Interesting. It's interesting because I got garden, which usually means like a party or like a group setting. And I got ship and I got house. So it looked like there's a move in your future. Not sure if you're planning on moving, but that seems to be what the obstacle will be. Is something dealing with a move or traveling. So I'm not sure if that was something you were planning on, but it seems like is the obstacle is going to be due to some type of move or some type of traveling. And it's going to be a good travel or a good move because the garden is in front of it, and that's a positive card. So, um, yeah. So, yeah, it looks like you definitely have some travel or move coming up. And actually, this will go with, I think, when you did your first reading, when you said about your love life, meeting someone during travel, because I got the ship as the middle card. And I got that on one of your, I think, first readings when you was asking about your love life. So either you're going to be traveling more often in 2023, or there's a big move coming um, in 2023. But it's going to be a successful, happy move. Um, and maybe that's when you know, will flourish with the real estate. I'm not sure if a move is in the cards for you, if you was thinking about a move. But yeah, that's what the cards are telling me. That's what the obstacle is going to be, is that you're going to be moving. And that could make sense because the other card, the first card, was a coffin. So it could be that you're ending a chapter and you're beginning a new, you're starting a new chapter when 2023 hits. So let's see what happens. Definitely share with the experience, share your experience feedback once, you know, 2023 comes around, or if it's in a working now. So I didn't expect that, but yeah. So let me know. Well, think about the abundance of wealth is already there. Okay. And in America, the good thing is they have first time home buyers. So you don't really need a huge abundance of wealth to move into a home. They always have first time home buyers, so you really put down little to nothing um when buying a home for the first time. There are a lot of programs out there that will even help you with the down payment of a home. So I would look into those programs because they go by your income, whether or not how much money they give you towards a down payment on a home. I just posted the other day for people who work for Frontline, how it's a company that help you. I think it's a banker. They help you with getting a home. They help you with the assistance of the down payment. So definitely. Oh, the eight. So I asked you to give me a number because what I did was the last card I chose, I just count to the eighth card to see what that card was. And that was the child card, which means that it's a new start coming for you. Um, so it seems like with the real estate, there are going to be obstacles in the way. It's going to be closing of a chapter because I got the coffin, right? We know what a coffin is. I got actually, let me show you the cards that I got. I'm sorry, I didn't show you. Let me show you the cards I got. I'm just going to pull them out now. Yeah, because that way, anybody who's watching, if they want to learn, they can. And then I'm going to pull the other second set of cards. I think I just showed you the first one. Ooh, what was oops. What is the third card? Oh, the house. Okay, there we go. All right. So the first set of cards that I got when I asked what your real estate career looked like in 2023, the first card I got was the coffin, right? So the coffin is the ending or something. The death of, the death of something. Then I got clouds. So, clouds is like gloomy weather, some trouble ahead, but it's not like bad, and that's why I asked, what is it that you can do or what the obstacles will be, because these are obstacles that can be overcome. Well, with the coffin, since it's at the beginning, I doubt it, but still, we have the clouds, which shows some cloudy, when it's about to rain outside and it's a little gloomy. So a little like rough start, you could say, with the real estate career. Then I got mountain. So mountain says that there's going to be some obstacles, there's going to be some blockages in the way of the real estate career. And then I got the road. So the crossroads. So the crossroads meaning multiple options, as you can see, the different ways to go, so that there is going to be options that's going to come into play. And then you're going to end up choosing a new start, because this is a child. So a child stands for either new starts, it could stand for immaturity, but in the context of the question we're asking, it will be a new start for you. And since it comes, and this was your eighth card, when you said eight, this was the eighth card. And since it was crossroads, it means that the direction that you would choose will be a new start. So I wanted more information because I really didn't expect to get that type of answer. So I wanted a clearer understanding of what the obstacles would be. So I chose 3 more cards. Oh, and then I asked for advice. So definitely, if those options come around, definitely pay attention to it. Um, and then I asked for what will be the obstacles that come about. So I got garden. So garden is, if you can see, is a pretty garden. So it's a positive card. It could be neutral, but more towards positive. And you can see a garden is where, you have parties at. It can be where you grow things at, a garden, a regular garden. So it's still like a blooming of a start. It could also mean that maybe this will occur in the spring of next year, because that's, when the garden is flourishing in the springtime. That, and then I got ship. So ship means, of course, movement. It also could mean going with the flow, but it's movement. It could mean a trip. It could be, again, movement. So ship was the middle card, and then the last card, which gives confirmation, was a house. So usually, like, when you're starting out with reading cards, what can make you more confident in your answer if a card shows up in your reading that deals with the topic you're talking about. So when I see house and we're talking about real estate deals with what? Housing. So I would say that this probably will be a prediction that comes true. Just because, again, we have the house. And if we actually look at your first set of cards we pulled, this is just how I use the cards as confirmation. If I use the first set of cards we pull, we got coffin, right? Then we got clouds. Then we got the mountain. So this would typically be the answer as to how your real estate career would be. But then I asked for advice. So if you see in a crossroads in the background, you see houses in the background. So that can give me, yes, that they are provided, the Holy Spirit is providing the answers for us, as you see the houses in the background. And then when you look at the child card, what do you see in the background? You see houses. So this is just confirmation that, that most likely this prediction will play out. But the advice will be that it's leading to a new good start. So it's something that I definitely wouldn't be worried about. What I do in these situations is trust where you are, trust the process, trust that you're learning, you're learning through this, you're learning while you're going through what you're going through to just come out on the other end better. So the knowledge and the education that you're receiving right now is definitely going to help you. So just keep that in mind. And I'm going to use my friend cards just to get some advice for you. Let me see, what advice, kind of like, just let's see, some final advice for Zakia. What would be the final advice for Zakia? Ooh, I love these cards. I don't know. Just maybe it's the purple, because you know purple is my favorite color. Maybe I think that's what it is. It's the purple. But let's see. What will be the final advice for Zakia? What can we leave Zakia with tonight? A last word. Let's see. What would be the final advice? Yep. And so I usually just let one card, like I just flip, and I just really wanted to choose one card. And Zakia, this is your message. Surrender your, what is it? Surrender your problems to the divine. And what did we say? Trust the process. So that's is what I will leave you with tonight, is surrender your problems to the divine. And that's why I love these cards. Like there's not much to interpret. Look how beautiful, right? Look like a carnival costume when you think about it. Right? Look how beautiful. She just know that everything is going to be okay. Right? Powerful, right? Wow. Look, you and your queen, you and your crown, just trusting, just surrendering. Wow, see? And I give you all the attention tonight because you're the only one on. How great is that? I love that dress. Look how nice that dress is with that split. That's totally you, right? That's totally you just on your birthday trip. I'm sure you had that outfit look sexy you had on your actual birthday. Yes. That dress. I need a dress like this. They'll be get a dress made like this. That dress looks sexy. But yeah, so you're just going to surrender. Surrender. And that's what I'm learning now. I'm learning that I'm at the place that I'm supposed to be. Um, because if I wasn't, then why would I be here? So I'm just learning myself to trust the process. I'm learning to just know that I'm at the right place that I'm supposed to be. And that if something don't work out, it's for my higher good. Like maybe I may not know at that time why it's not working out, but it's for my higher good. So I'm learning to lean into that a lot more than I have in the past. I'm learning that every situation that you're in is not the end. It's not the end. It's not, how we get into these different relationships. And I don't know if you're like me, but I'm always like, yeah, this is the one. This is the one, until it's not the one, then it's like, how could I not know he wasn't the one or she wasn't the one? And you still have to think about, well, what was the lesson for you to take from that relationship or even that friendship? What was the lesson? What is it that you needed to learn? And if you just sit back and you think about all the different relationships that you have had over your lifetime so far, whether they were romantic relationships, whether they were friendships, it was a lesson that you had to take out of that relationship. If not, you and that person would not have crossed paths, because it was something that initially drew you to that person. So I think that we need to just, always just take a pause and just know that wherever we are in life, whatever phase we're at, that we're meant to be in that phase. Okay. And that there's only better on the other end. And maybe you may think that situations are not good that's coming up, but just try to look at it from the positive point of view. the positive point of view, because there's always a positive point of view. Why? Because things can always, always, always be worse. Always be worse. You will always find someone in a worse condition than you are. Always. I can guarantee you that you will always find someone in a worse condition than you are. So you just have to be thankful for where you are and have a vision for where you're going. So instead of getting stuck, sometimes it's good to lean into where you are. Um because you don't want to be too focused on the past or too focused on the future, but sometimes it's good to just be in the present, and that's living day for day, and it's good to be in the present when things are going positive. Like, we have no problem being, well, for me, I'm always living in the future. I'm always, whether things are bad, good, I'm always living in the future. But when things are good, we have no problem living in the present, but when things are bad, we tend to want to fast forward to the future, or we wind to the past and think about, well, why this and why that, and how did I end up here, but that's the best time, I believe. Now that I'm talking about this, I think that's the best time to just be in the present and say, what is it that I'm supposed to learn right now? Like, what is it that God is teaching me right now? What is it that the Holy Spirit wants me to get out of this situation? How can this situation, how can this lesson make me a better person? How can this lesson, this situation, get me to where I'm trying to go, right? Or where I want to be? So I think is very important that when things are not going right, or you're not having the outcome that you want, is to just be present. Yep, definitely. Yep. Slow down and be in the present. Yes. I think in America, that's so hard for us to do, right? That's so hard for us to do. I mean, just look at the holidays. They rush the holidays like this. So I think that's just like in August, they already have Halloween things out. It's like Halloween is 2 months away. Like, why are we talking about Halloween? So I think it's a very good idea to just remember about being present. I myself, I definitely struggle with that. Like I said, I'm always in the future or in the past. I'm more in the future than I am in the past. I'm on vacation, and I'm on vacation thinking about the next vacation. And it's like, no, slow it down, enjoy this vacation, stop worrying about the next vacation. So I think yeah, that would be the point that I will have to make tonight, is learning to be in the present. So I have like seven more minutes. I'm just going to probably pull some cards for anyone who may be watching the replay. If you didn't have a chance to join the live reading, so I'm just going to pull a card for you. And I hope that it speaks to you. I hope that it gives you the guidance that's needed. Um, if you're struggling with something right now, I pray that the pull that I do right now will provide an answer to your question or your sorrow. I will pull 3 cards, because that's what my spirit is telling me, is to pull 3 cards. And I'm sure within one of these 3 cards, it will speak to you who are watching, because I'm pulling it for you. So, and if it does speak to you, please comment below. Please let me know. So let me see. So for you who's watching now, what is it that Spirit, God, Holy Spirit, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, all the people that's in the spirit world, that's for you, that's on your team, that has walked through the white light, that has nothing but your best interest in heart, your higher self, what message would they like to relate to you right now? What message would they like to communicate to you right now? I pray that that message comes through clear and concise, and that it will help guide you to your path, to the right path. And I pray. Thank you. All right. I'm going to pull 3 cards. All right, so let's see what will be the message for the ones that are watching now in this replay. All right, we got our first message. What will be the second message for the one? Oh, got our second message. What will be? Oh, and we got our third message. Wow. All right. I tell you guys I love these cards. Crystal, great job. All right. So the first message I got is balance your inner chakras. So I'll probably, since this says balance your inner chakras, maybe I'll do a video about chakras, although there are several videos out there. So balance your inner chakra. So the first one will be your crown chakra, right? The next one will be your third eye. Actually, I think they go from the bottom up. So you have your root, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. So these are your chakras. And sometimes these chakras can be out of balance. And when they're out of balance, you start to have like they will show up in your health. They can show up in your personality when these chakras are balanced. I love that they're color coded because you can usually eat the foods that relates to the colors depending on which chakra is out of balance. I do chakra readings, um, and I go in and I help balance the chakras with Reiki, but I feel like Reiki is just 70% of the work. I do tell you what you need to do to keep that chakra in balance. Um, and also do pendulum. I'll use that as well to read your chakras. So like maybe I'll have a section on chakras and I will use my pendulum to read, or sometimes I will just rely on my intuition and spirit to tell me which one of your chakras is out of balance. So balance your inner chakras. So for you that's watching who need this message, obviously you know what chakras are, so that's why this card came up. And you need to balance them. You need to balance the inner chakras. Okay, whatever color stands out. So for the one who know what chakras are, and you may be asking yourself, well, which chakra do I need to balance? Look at the color that stands out the most to you, and I would say that's the chakra that needs to be balanced. If all of the colors stand out to you, then all of your chakras need to be balanced, which that can happen. Okay. So, and depending on where you are in life, what you're going through in life, the different chakras will need to be balanced from time to time. Okay. So it's not like once you balance one, then you balance then you don't need to balance it again. No, they can come and go out of balance and imbalance. So that message is for you. Now, for my next group of people, let's see what the message is for you. Follow your heart. So just follow your heart. What does that mean? That means close your eyes, ask the question you need to ask, and the first answer that comes up, that's following your heart. Do not think. I repeat, do not think. Okay. If you feel like you're in a thinking mode and you're in a logical mode, go for a walk. After 20 minutes of walking or running, then ask your question. And the first answer that pops in your heart, not in your head, in your heart, the first answer that you feel, this is what you need to do. Follow your heart. So for those of you who may be in a love situation, maybe even a job, maybe you're thinking about, should I leave this job or not? Follow your heart. Follow what is going to put a smile on your face. You know, if you go with choice A, will that make you happy? Don't go after the money. Go after where's the love? What's going to bring a smile to your face? Okay. So for my group of people who are trying to make a decision and don't know which decision to make, this card asks you to follow your heart. Okay. I know that can be hard to do, but distract your brain by walking, running, playing music. Some people cleaning up, doing duties around the house. And then, hey, ask yourself that question and see what your heart says. See what you're feeling on the inside. Feel, how we can be somewhere and our bodies are so alert, but our mind may not be alert, but our body feels a sense of danger, or a sense of safety. That's the feeling you're looking for. You're not looking for logical. Okay. So follow your heart. That's for my second group of people. All right. My third group of people, surrender your problems to the divine. Don't this card look familiar? And it came up again. So I didn't even know it, but I said it, that this was the main message of the night, is surrender your problems to the divine. Okay. So I'm going to leave and end you all with this one, right? Wow, Zakia, exactly. And I mean, really, balancing your chakras, you're still surrendering to the divine. Follow your heart, you're still leaving it to the divine, because when we get into the logical brain, we get into ego. Ego is what my ego says, and like they said, ego is edging God out. So when you surrender your problems to the divine, that comes in balancing your chakras, and that comes in following your heart. I'm glad, Zakia, all three cards speak to you. So if you're watching, yes, all three cards can speak to you. Don't feel like you belong in either group, because if you look, they all go together. Really, it's a pattern, right? So you see, it's a pattern, okay? So all three cards can speak to you. And maybe only one card stand out to you, then that's your message for tonight. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, definitely leave it in the comment section below. It was a pleasure. Thank you for joining me tonight live. Thank you. If you're watching the replay, please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell or button so that you know that when I'm live, I will try to do more recording videos on different things, so that you can get to know more about the metaphysical world, and how God is incorporated into all of it. Because I will always use the component of God and how God is a part of all what we do on earth. Okay, especially when it's for the good. Okay, so I just thank you. Namaste. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. I wish you all the best. Peace, love, and many blessings.